What's up, guys? It's Friday. You know what that means. Another wing review. Where'd we go this time, Kyle?
Today we went to the Wild Wing Cafe and we reviewed the Chipotle Jolt.
Chipotle Jolt, I think we called it. It's not written down, but it was the Chipotle Jolt. So it's in the barbecue listings of the sauces. Let's talk about that right now. They have a whole page dedicated to the sauces. And I mean, how many would you say were on there?
I would say at least 30, I would guess.
Probably about 30.
There was a hot
sauces.
section, there was like a garlicky section, there was even I think a mustard section. Like I know there was a couple like in a
different one.
Like
and
a honey
maybe
mustard
like a
section.
dry rub section?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got crazy. So there's also a meter that comes with that. So we had the blue ones, I think, which are, you know, the softer wings, the softer sauces. And yeah, so what do we have to say about this? Let's start with a disclaimer, right?
Yeah.
Let's put this out there. We don't know how much it affected it, but it was a longer drive, and we didn't eat there, so we had to bring it back. Overall, it was like an hour trip, almost, probably about 45 minutes trip. So there's that to be you know, understood.
And also, when it came to it, we all, since there's so many sauces, we wanted to try other ones. And then when we brought everything back, nothing was labeled, so we didn't really know what was what. And some people got like the Atomic Hot, but like they weren't put together. Like there was an Atomic Hot by itself, and there was the Atomic Hot with my ranchilada, whatever we wanted to call it. So
that was one of the things they offered, was like a 30 count, and then you can divide that up with 5 sauces. So like this was easily the most easiest menu that we've experienced, and the best organization I think we've had, but
minus the labeling.
Not labeling it is a big factor, so
especially like when they're not like a traditional flavor wing that you could be like, yep, that's a buffalo, yep, that's a barbecue. You look at it, you're like, is that the Chipotle, is that the Atomic? You're not really sure.
Next thing you know, someone's burning their mouth off that didn't ask to get their mouth burned off, so which didn't happen in this case, luckily. But
we all figured it out.
Yeah, so again, with the drive, it was, you know, we all came back starving. So we were ready to eat. We immediately ate, and then we noticed one thing amongst all of us, which you probably saw in the intro too, we're still eating. So we are still hungry.
So I think it all broke down to, I think we ended up getting 9 each. And I would say I could
$10.
At least,
I think it was 10 each for $10.
Yeah,
because
it was 9. We had 9.
3.
I had 6 I had my 6 of my ranch whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. But then we like broke down the Chipotle Jolt to review, and it became 3 each. So I think we had roughly 9.
Yeah, so it was 9 a piece, $10. Not a bad price. We've seen better prices. We've seen a lot worse prices. So this was like falling right into the average, I guess. You know, that plays into a factor, but when you're still hungry afterwards, it's not a good sign.
I don't think we had a video this time because, like we said, we were starving, so we just dove right into it.
And we all agreed it wasn't like a difference of a couple wings would have done the trick. Like, we were ready to eat double the amount of what we just ate. So
I could say, what would you think? I could have had at least a total of 20, maybe with the size that they are.
I mean, probably about 15.
I guess the best way to describe their size is if you've ever gone to Hooters, they're like the very small wings. Okay. They kind of, I would say, probably the best resemblance to them.
Right. Yeah, so with that being said, like, they are small wings, and there's not a lot of meat on the wing, so it's like, you know.
But the contrary thing, that was the problem.
The sauce was so good.
The sauce, I would say, probably saved it for a lot of us from it being our lowest wing, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. That and the atmosphere in there, you know, there's a stage, like, that would have been a really cool place to eat at.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know, and there's such a big menu there, you know, we got ideas for other videos next time and stuff like that, so that's definitely, you know, plays a part of it, is a factor in all this, but, yeah, the sauces, there's a wide variety of sauces, the labeling, the meaty, I think we covered everything. So what were the scores we were looking at? What were you thinking? Don't sound too hot on these wings.
Nah, for me, I gave it a point, or like a decimal point above my Highlander. I gave him a 6.8. I thought the sauce saved it enough to be higher than the Highlander, which I had a problem with the sauce. But at the same time, the Highlander had a better wing in itself. That's why I think they were about the same.
Yeah. So, I agree. I was going really high, you know. I was dancing around the 8s for a second. You know, with the other
you were
sauce,
really thinking high on that.
Yeah, with the other sauce I had, I think it was Crazy Daisy Asian sauce.
Yeah.
That one was really good. I think it was a little bit higher on the temperature scale, but that one was really, really good. It's just, you know, if I wasn't still so hungry afterwards, like it really would have went up
like
to a possibility of reaching the 8s. But, you know, with that being said, I'm going 7.3.
It made it such a disappointment because you're like, oh man, these are so good, and you just want to keep eating them and eating them. Next thing you know, you're done in like a couple,
like that's why
like a minute and a half.
I came up with the 8s while I was still eating because I was like, I mean, I still have plenty left. Like this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, and then I was done, and I was like, man, I wish there was more wings. So, you know, with that being said, we got Eric and Victor also here today, not Greg. So Eric went 7.2, and Victor went a lot like me.
He went 7.9, but I don't know if he like fully. I'm not sure if he put all these line factors.
I remember him. He mentioned that he was still hungry too. All 4 of us agreed that we were still hungry afterwards, but the sauce was so good.
Yeah.
So with that being said, overall score, boom, there it is on the green screen. So check that out. And yeah, so without there's nothing else.
Yeah,
right?
I think we covered everything.
Now, where are we going next week?